Hi, powerful leaders. This episode is from a live training that I do weekly inside my Facebook group called the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders Community. Feel free to join us inside the group so I can get to know you better and I can answer any questions you might have. I just love the live interaction, answering to your question, listening to your stories. There is so much power in connecting in a deeper way, and I really hope you do take this invitation. The way I edit these episodes is really to give you all the value, but if you want to have the live interaction, ask any questions, and get them answered by me, please join us in the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders community. I can't wait to see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Happy Monday, powerful leaders. In today's episode, I want to talk about the 7 content hacks I wish I knew sooner, because I've been creating content in various industries and different formats for more than 5 years now. And these are the top content hacks that always yielded the most engagement and better results. No matter if you are selling low ticket, high ticket, mid ticket, programs, private, no matter what it was, doing these 7 things, it always made a huge difference. And I cannot wait to share what those are with you. So stay with me until the end. And hopefully this is going to be a very valuable episode for you. So my first tip is to always be current and always stay current. So what I mean by current is to really educate yourself on what's happening in the world or popular events, and really set up some Google alerts, anything for you to remain, aware of what's happening. And that way you can create fun content with popular events that is happening. I'm sure you've seen this time and time again with, for example, what happened with Will Smith at the beginning of the year and all the memes that were made, I'm sure you've seen them all over Instagram. So it's really about remaining current and using those popular events to also talk about your stuff and talk to your people in a fun way. The second tip is to know your audience. So this may seem obvious, but I'm sure you've barely scratched the surface of who your audience is, right? It's so important to dig deep and to really know, how do my audience like to consume content, right? Are they more, consuming reels or stories? What do they prefer? Do they listen to podcasts? What do they like most? And to make sure we diversify our content formats to really be able to really join them and be there for them. And this will make all the difference. And until you try a few different ways and you see what works really well for you, you won't necessarily know, what's really working well. So for example, before I had the podcast, I used to be heavily inside Facebook groups. And then I realized that my audience loves self-help podcasts. They love to listen to valuable information and interviews and be entertained as well. So it's up to you to really make that due diligence and figure out where your audience hangs out the most and connect that to where you like to show up the most as well, because it needs to be pleasant for you. Your energy needs to be in it. You need to be like loving what you're doing so you can show up more consistently. The third tip is to constantly hone your craft. So it's really important to share information that you know your audience wants to know, but they don't want to seek out themselves, and really get them hooked and really know the psychology of your ideal buyers, right? And this seems all like big words, but essentially it's all about really knowing how your people loves to buy, what do they want to buy, what are they going through right now, what are they willing and ready to invest in. And when you know all of this, it's so much more easier to craft a message that really resonates with them. The fourth tip is to really practice your writing by writing often, or your speaking by speaking often. No matter what the medium is, the more you do it, the better you get at it. It's like a muscle when you train at the gym. It's the same thing. So it's just not about doing it once. It's about doing it again and again and again. And that's how you become really, really good at your craft, right? So keep practicing, keep writing, keep speaking, keep showing up in reels or video, and always keep a list of content ideas. So I have a note inside my phone, and I love to write all the ideas that come through so I can revisit them later on, and always be strategic when posting, right? Is this post timeless? Can I post this anytime? Or is this post timely? Do I have a deadline? Like it's really important to know why you're posting, when you're posting, and what's the intention or the goal with posting this piece of content right here. The fifth tip is to find your unique voice and really be deliberate in how you deliver your message. And I know it's so easy to look at what other people are doing and want to copy what other people are doing, but it's really about going inwards and really listening to your intuition, listening to your gut, and really being willing to be vulnerable and say what you gotta say and use your voice in alignment with who you are energetically. So this is a big one. I'm still working through this. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This one is the hardest one because it's so hard to really quiet down the noise from all around you and really look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, who am I? Like, what is my message? What am I here to do? What is my goal? Who do I want to help? Why do I want to help them? Why do I want what I want? What do I believe in? And really standing behind that and using that unique voice. So this is like anything else. It's a practice. It's being intentional with it. It's showing up even when it's uncomfortable. It's sharing your truth. The more you do this, the more different you'll be, and you're going to be standing out. So when people ask me, how do I stand out? I feel like my message gets drowned. I feel like people are not listening. They're not buying. This is how you stand out, by being your most true, authentic self and having that confidence in your gifts and who you are and what you have to say, because it matters and it's enough and you don't need to know more and do more. And this is the hardest thing for me too. Like it's always like that need to prove yourself and do more and do. But it's the complete opposite when you truly lean back and be in your feminine, in your energy of receiving and trusting that you are enough, that your message is enough, that your offers are enough, that this is where the true magic lies. My sixth tip is to ask. The more you get to know your audience, the more your content will be relevant to them. So don't be afraid to ask more questions. Ask your audience what they want to see next, what they love to see from you. It's really important to get to know them on this personal level and asking them those questions. And if you never ask, you'll never know. So don't be afraid to just hop on the DMs, have a conversation and ask questions like, hey, would you mind answering like these 2 questions for me? It would really help me a lot. and you can offer, a free, whatever it is, like a call or a PDF or anything that you can give for free in exchange for their time. It's so easy to do. And this is also a mindset thing. I find that we often get inside our head a lot, and we overthink, and we think people will reject us, but you'll be surprised at how many people are willing to help. And the 7th tip is talk about your audience more than you talk about you. So always shift your focus on to your audience, right? So yes, you can share your story, you can share your perspectives, you can share your opinions, but what are the lessons and the actionable advice that they can take away from this, right? Put it inside a simple form and for them to take away, right? What can they take away from this? What can they do to implement and get results now? So I see this a lot, like a lot of coaches or service provider talk about them, and never about their audience and who they're here to help. And because I'm extra, I love to give extra tip. So my last tip is to really repurpose your content often. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. Simply repurpose in different format the content that performed the best for you. And this is how you don't lose your sanity, always trying to come up with new content. I'm the queen of repurposing. I love to repurpose everything. So if you need help with that, shoot me a quick DM at anapatricia.coach on Instagram and let me know what you need help with. I'm here to support you. And yeah, I cannot wait to meet you, talk to you, and see how I can be of service. And thank you so much again for listening to the show. We're so close to reaching 10,000 downloads. Oh my gosh, my goal is to hit it before the end of the year. And if we can do this, it would be amazing. So please share this episode. Invite your friends to listen. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, I'll see you on the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.